Good morning, friends. And today we are going to see the rubrics inconstancy. Usually, we see the people after taking a decision, we continue the things, and with the firmness of the mind, you can do. But when your mind is not firm, so you keep on changing from one turn, and your thoughts are not constant. So these rubrics become very important when we see in context of our life and situations. Friends, today this rubrics, I would like to examine this rubrics in the sense of the word meaning, its psychological features, and then clinical presentations and the mathematic features also. So this rubrics, let us start with the word meaning. The inconstancy originates from the Latin word inconstantia. Means not constant, means standing firm, stable, and consistent. Thus, inconstancy literally denotes the inability to remain firm, stable, or persistent in thought, emotion, intentions, or action. In philosophical and psychological literature, inconstancy has been associated with instability of will, fluctuations of emotions, lack of perseverance, and changeability of interest, desire, or resolutions. So, in homeopathy, inconstancy, however, is not merely indecision, it is dynamic instability of mind, often reflecting a deeper disturbance of the vital force. The mind rubric's inconstancy represents a pathological variability of the mental sphere where the patient is unable to maintain continuity in thoughts, decision, emotions, plans, desire, relationship, and belief. So, unlike normal flexibility, adaptability, pathological inconstancy is involuntary, distressing, repetitive, and beyond conscious control. So, from a homeopathic standpoint of view, the mind is the mirror of inner derangement of the vital force. So, inconstancy reflects lack of inner integrations. The patient is not unreliable, but by choice, but unstable by compulsions. And then this rubric's international perspective, Dr. Henneman's review repeatedly emphasized that the importance of mental symptoms as the highest and most individualizing features of the disease. So, in Organon of Medicine, page number 10, 210 and 13 highlights the mental and emotional changes are often the first indicator of the disease. And Henneman observed that patients who changed opinion rapidly could not adhere to decision and exhibited emotions volatility. So later homeopath expanded this rubrics as a Dr. C.M. Bogar connected inconstancy to lack of centripetal force in personality, and Jetty Kent placed inconstancy among the higher mental general, often indicating deep constitutional disturbance. Kent viewed inconstancy as a failure of the will to dominate the mental field. In Indian perspective, in relation to the socio-cultural and philosophical context, it is associated with the conflict between intellect and emotions, and also emphasize the role of functional mental states and preceding the structural pathology. And Indian pathology philosophy, chanchalta, mental restlessness, and anavashikta chitta, unstable mind, are the concepts. These concepts closely align with the homeopathic rubrics of inconstancy, especially when desire, aversion, and wills fluctuate. Psychologically, inconstancy represents fragmentations of attention, weakness of ego, integrations, and then in conflict between impulse and emotional immaturity and reduced frustration tolerance. It may manifest rapid boredom, switching goals frequently, emotional fickleness, and inability to sustain relationship or work. So important distinction is that inconstancy is not deliberate or irresponsibility. It is an inner inability to remain consistent, often followed by the guilt or the reproach. The core characteristics of this rubrics is rapid change of the mind, opinion changes within minutes or hour. What is decided today is rejected tomorrow. Emotional fluctuations, affections turned into indifferences, enthusiasm suddenly collapsing to the apathy, lack of perseverance, start many tasks and complete none, and loss of interest, contradictory desires, want something intensely but reject them often, and unable relationship, unstable relationship, form attachment and quickly and withdraw them clearly. Patient expressions are like this. I don't know why, but my mind keeps changing. I decide something firmly, then suddenly feel it is wrong. Nothing holds me in my interest for long. I want many things, but when I get them, I get feel dissatisfied. I cannot stick to one path. Non-verbal clues are restless shifting, inconsistent narrative, and contradictory statement, difficulty finishing sentence and ideas. And the related rubrics are indecision, very important and very close. Indecision are inability to decide, and inconstancy is inability to remain decided. Changeable mood, mood changeable is emotional, and inconstancy includes thought, will, and desire and actions. Irresolution is a reflects weakness, but inconstancy reflects instability. And then mind capricious is whimsical, then inconstancy is deep and compulsive. Mathematic interpretations, historic inconstancy are restless, desire for change, dissatisfaction, and idealism without fulfillment. And syphilitic inconstancy are sudden reversal, destructive decision making, impulsivity followed by regret, and psychotic inconstancy are alternating secrecy and expressions. Consistent behavior to conceal inner conflicts, and tubercular are constant desire for change, cannot remain long in one place, job or relationship, and emotional intensity with instability. The important remedy that you can see under this rubrics is the pulsatilla, changeable mood, inconsistent desire, seek consolation, gentle yielding temperament, and phosphorus, rapid emotional shift, enthusiastic, then exhausted, and easily influenced affections. Uh, Affectionate but unstable. Lachesis, intense emotions, rapid change of opinion, contradictory behavior, alternate between the extremes, and tuberculinum is strong desire for change, dissatisfaction with everything, and restless mind and body, and never content for long. Sulfur patients are theoretical, ideas changes rapidly, starts project abandon them, and intellectual inconsistency. Identification during the case taking, you have to uh, observe the patient's repeated contradictions, history of frequent change of the job, decisions, and belief, difficulty maintaining long-term commitment, and emotional instability without a clear triggering. Differentiation from the normal adaptability. Normal adaptability are conscious, purposeful, and situational, and pathological instability, inconstancy are involuntary, repetitive, distressing, and pervasive. The clinical significance, it often indicates deep constitutional disturbance, tubercular or mixed miasma, need for constitutional rather than symptomatic prescriptions, and it is commonly seen in chronic functional disorder, psychosomatic illness, adolescence, and sensitive personality, and patients with long-standing dissatisfaction. So inconstancy is a high valuable value mental general, reflecting the loss of inner coherence of the individual. It teaches us the homeopath as a stability of mind is the sign of health. Repeated fluctuations indicate deep in disharmony, and cure lies not in controlling behavior but in restoring the balance of the vital force. When correctly identified and prescribed upon, these rubrics help unlock difficult chronic cases, explain repeated treatment failures, and guides toward true constitutional similimum. So inconsistency, when understood deeply, is not weakness of character but a cry of the disturbed vital force seeking equilibrium. So friends, we have just seen this important rubric, and I hope you must have understood. And we will continue talking on this type of the rubrics repeatedly, and many more videos are uploaded on this YouTube. You can watch me also on the Facebook, so. And if you like to have something questions, you can ask me wherever you are. So thank you. And with this, I can end the sessions. Thank you. Thank you very much.